We, as Swellendam, are very proud to be hosting the double century again, sponsored by Old Mutual Wealth. For the community, it has an impact, economic impact for about 12.5 million, and yes, it creates more jobs, especially after we have to rebuild tourism, especially in South Africa. This gives people across the country opportunity to taste some of what Swellendam has to offer.
It was about 12 years ago when the double century moved to Swellendam, and probably one of the most important things for us was to ensure that the event left a legacy in the town of Swellendam and in the region of the Overberg. It wasn't just about coming in, riding a bike and all leaving. We needed to make sure that there was some kind of positive legacy outside of the economic impact that we were leaving behind. And I think for me and for the team that I ride with and for the event itself, that legacy ideally would have to be the bike. So we, in the first couple of years, invited onto our team a couple of local riders, and they came aboard and they rode, and they were part of our team for about 4 or 5 years until they eventually came to us and said, listen, we've had a couple of riders join us and they ride with us on the weekends, and we would like to have our own double century team. And that for me was a massive success. It spoke volumes for what we were trying to achieve, and that was having kids from the local community actually participating and riding in their own team in the Old Mutual Wealth double century. Earlier this year, I had a call from Danville to say they had a number of more kids riding, and they would desperately like to hand their bikes over to the younger kids. Would I be able to help them find some additional bikes that they could ride, and they could keep handing their bikes down so that they could get more of their local members of the community participating. And that's essentially what we did. I had a discussion with Old Mutual Wealth. They were extremely generous and they came aboard. It allowed us to get these 3 new bikes. And the beauty of it is that there's their 3 bikes that they got a couple of years ago and are going to be handed down to members of the community to participate in this year's Old Mutual Wealth double century.
Yeah, it's really exciting for us to be able to come to Swellendam today and hand over some new bicycles to some of the development riders. Very excited about what Pedal Power Association, Cape Town Cycle Tour and the Swellendam municipality has been doing in terms of developing cycling in the Swellendam community. So it's an absolute honour for us to be part of that process. And we hope that we can go further together as a business and as cyclists and as a community through this Old Mutual Wealth double century cycle race.
From deep down our heart, we just want to say thank you to our sponsors and everyone who drive all the way to come here, and they do the handover for us for the bikes. And the bikes for us means a lot, and it's changing a lot of people's lives in where we stay in the location. And there is many young guys that are now interested in cycling.
Old Mutual Wealth double century, ek wil net vir hulle baie dankie sê vir die fietsse wat hulle vir ons gegee het. Dit beteken vir ons so baie om meer jong manne ook te kan benader. Dit wat hy vir ons vandag gedoen het, ons wil hom so graag dankie sê. Dit beteken baie vir ons.
Veral vir die jongspanne, ja. Dat is al baie vir hulle. Ons hulle laat fietsen gee. Hulle bly die moeilikheid uit. Hulle is meer in die skole. Vir die fietsen gee al baie. Ons kan nie meer vragen.